Oh, hello everybody. My name is Wingcloud. Today, we are playing a fun game about me and Apple playing a fun game for Alistar vs Alistar. We're practicing our whole combo. Hey Apple, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
I never tried this, man.
So hope it turned out good and all kind of stuff, huh? Let me see. Item.
I have no idea.
Yeah, actually, one verse one build kind of weird because like normal to Alistar, I built like a lot of aura and stuff, and a lot of stuff. Yeah. So this one I really don't know how to build. I'm gonna go ahead buy potion, huh?
Neither.
And a lot more potion. Yeah, recommend item is the best always, huh? Okay, let me go to. Oh, I start with level 3, so I can have all ability or two Q to knock you up to the air.
Stampede.
Okay, for summoner spell, we both take clarity and ghost. So make sure nobody fresh. Well, headbutt is enough, I guess. Okay, we all see each other in the bush.
Not fair.
Oh, fail. We both fail our combo. But Apple is first try. I already tried that combo already, so I kind of losing. And I can't even get minions. Sadness. Minion.
Oh, fail.
What happened?
Damn it.
If he can get range of my head, but I can't do the combo. But he seems like he's pushing, huh?
Nothing can hold me back.
Why he do more damage? Okay, I will eat potion. Oh, eat the wrong potion, whatever.
I have no idea.
I know.
Whatever, I just kill it. Oh, I actually headbutt a minion. Real game should change that. Headbutt should only target champion, I guess. For real, huh?
Now
Hey.
I'm angry.
Great.
Okay, I just headbutt him away.
Stampede.
I can actually land any combo. Wait. Oh, I actually have heal. Why I don't use? Still but me. Okay, let me upgrade some damage. Oh.
You must
Yeah, I land the combo. Yay, finally. But just one time, huh? Actually, I think I should take some cooldown reduce probably.
stampede.
Whatever, I just play and play. Oh, fail. Yeah, if it's that nearby the toilet, I'm gonna hit you in the toilet, Apple. Just heal. Yeah. Tower doesn't hit him.
Follow.
I just try to get minions. See my CS. No, his CS is more than me, way more than me. Xenos.
Really? I just get 10.
I have 7. Hey. Wait,
Nothing.
and Torres steal my CS. So bad. Let me take some more potion. And actually I have the buff thing up here, so I can heal. Yay!
I'm angry.
Yeah, you remember the map have some plus side like crystal scarf.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can like go there and heal. Like this you can walk there and heal.
So sad.
Yeah, that's why you can't go to base and heal. You just heal there, because they want this map on purpose. Like they want the team fight. If you are 5 vs 5, because now we really are 1 vs 1. So I kind of headbutt him. Fail. I actually land only 50% of my combo this time. Well, I think most of the time I only hit 50%, but whatever.
Oh shit. It's so hard.
Did I? Yeah, I get a heal packet. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. Heal packet on my side.
Nothing can
I'm gonna get your heal packet too. Yeah. But actually, you can get one behind your toilet. It doesn't matter. I think it helps. Is that percentage heal or fixed value heal?
I think striker percentage.
That's
You got
good.
150, doesn't it? I got
Let me see.
172.
Let me see. I'm going to grab.
Now I'm angry.
Wait, I don't have value. Why? I just see heal. Whatever. Oh, now we almost all power potion. I will kill him. Yay. Walk in the bush. I will gank him. Well, this one lane, so I can't gank.
I know
Ah.
the way.
Yeah, actually, one time I do pouring round. Well, whatever the name is. Same time. Oh, I saved through accident. Yeah, this proving one map. I actually one time see our enemy team have Sako, and he just put Jack in the box in the bush, and then we don't go in bush and we win. And that time I'm like KO, so I'm like draw. Do that headbutt. Oh. Wow. Nice combo. Wow. Heal. Why you don't use clarity if you don't have mana?
I use.
Oh. 1v1 before we not power drive people. So I just get his heal packet. Yeah, I full HP. Haha.
This is
And his minion push and can farm. And I will deny him. Yes. Yes, I will deny. But minions still very slow.
Stampede.
Oh. Doesn't hit combo. And now we grab the heal packet in case he can grab it. No matter what. Oi. Chung.
Nothing can hold me back.
Oops. This time he headbutt me first. But I will headbutt him again.
oh,
Yeah, that really hurts. Yeah, keep that in mind, I actually don't have any AP, huh? He actually do more damage than me. But I take some major resist, so that's okay. I have 68 major resist. And you only have 41. Yeah, my runes are different. Like, wow. Let me heal. Does there any aura apply to minion? No.
maybe some does, but
I think just the light promo frag thing apply to minions here.
maybe.
Oh, headbutt. Yeah, fail. So do you get a combo technique already or what?
I don't know.
You kind of like 50%.
No, you.
Nope, mine. Tower attack. I still have one potion, bitches. And I will get my healing potion too. Oh no, the healing buff. Yeah, I got it.
I know the way.
I land the combo. I tower. No tie drive.
Where I have healing too.
Yeah, I will hit the. No, I'm not hitting the tower.
You must.
Well, because like Alistar's passive can hit building too.
Oh really?
Yeah. If you read that, it can hit building.
I didn't know that.
But that's AoE damage. So if I hit you, the tower attack me. So
Now I
doesn't really matter. I just won't do anything.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at it.
You can use ghosts. Haha.
I already used.
You must follow.
Minions. Get some more CS. Get some more damage. And I have Philosopher's Stone. I have more gold. Haha.
Stampede.
Yeah. Well, this map you can't go back to base unless you die. Like no, you can't buy stuff unless you die. So.
Oh, I wanna go back, but I don't wanna die too. What the hell is this dilemma?
Well, you save enough money, go buy a death cap is okay, I think. Yeah, let you just stop, get enough. Whoa, you get the heal packet. I will get mine too.
I know the way.
Do. Oi,
Oh, sad.
fail combo. Will you land sometime? I think you actually get that already, huh? Oh. Well, maybe because I have the Philosopher's Stone, so I don't actually use Curity once. Not even once. Oh, I'm pretty good at controlling mana, which I'm not, huh?
Now I'm
Well, most like range support, I will grab Oh! So mine is respawn too if you all respawn. Ka-choom! Hey, no. Ka-choom!
stampede.
Wow, this one is so boring.
This is the game of headbutt. You headbutt the minions,
Yeah.
huh? Full of headbutting.
Be back.
Well, unless someone die and go back to buy a death cap, nobody will can win. Yeah, something like that.
I know the way.
Get some minions, get some minions. Well, you know what most of the people do? He kills someone and then go suicide himself, so he can buy item.
Oh.
Yeah, see, like if early game you can really do that in early game. Yeah, actually,
Early game.
yeah, because late game you always have people standing nearby toilet.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, man.
Just walk out of the range slightly before he used the combo.
Nothing.
Then Alistar will hit himself in place. Oh, yeah, my fail. Oh, get minions anyway.
Oh.
You
Wow, you have way more CS, huh?
Nah.
But I have Philosopher's Stone, so it was K. Just like I ate orange and it was K.
stampede.
Land that combo. And back up to the base.
Failing.
And then get my heal potion. And it was K.
It is so sad.
Now I'm angry.
Hit me to the base, hit me to the base.
Nothing can hold me back.
Yeah, we actually next time we should like do 2v2. Alistar Beach Grand, Alistar Beach Grand, so it will be more fun.
Oh my god, that's so.
Okay, maybe Poppy too. Or Ugot ish. Actually,
Wow.
Ugot. With Ugot, with Ugot, it will be more fun with the OT. Well, the cooldown is supposed to so long. Oh, I get heal potion. Yes. Headbutt me to the tower. Headbutt me to the tower.
You must follow.
Okay, I go grab heal packet. Oh. Heal packet, full HP. Almost.
I know the way.
Okay, now we're still waiting for headbutting each side. Oh, his minion push. I will attack minions. Get in here, minions. Get in here, minions.
Bye bye.
No!
Be back.
No, I will headbutt you. Don't die. Don't die yet. Base! No!
This is hot.
Oh no. Now he can buy item, I can't. But I have like 4,000 gold, so it's okay.
I have 5,210.
Oh no. Oh no! I better get more farm or wait till I die.
It's a weird game.
Yeah, if I dash his toilet is not enough time. Ghost is good. Well, in the meantime I will steal his heal packet first. Heal packet. Heal buff still, yes.
You know what? I don't care.
Well, he's full HP from the base, yeah, doesn't care.
I got 206 AP.
Oh,
I'm angry.
let me see. Yeah, death cap, exactly. And almost a frozen fist. Wow, that damage.
Nothing.
Oh, we grab that heal packet. Bitches.
I don't know what.
Well, at least that's supposed to be tank, so. Yeah, that was K.
I know the
No!
Almost.
What's cooldown?
Yeah. Oh, how I use that? We headbutt together, I guess.
way. I know.
Like the real horns. Wow, you have cooldown reduced, eh? Eh? Yeah. Actually, the material, no, the recipe of what's that? Frozen Fist. Frozen Fist, not Iron Fist. Iron Fist is a movie. Hey. Thank you for the help packet.
I got it.
Oh no. Go die.
Stampede.
Well, actually, if you use OT, you don't die. That's kind of the problem here.
I'm gonna push.
I'm going to let you push. Headbutt to the world, headbutt to the world, headbutt to the world.
I got 3 again.
Oh no.
Now
Where's my respawn? I just heal anyway. Hope it's not in the bush betting me, huh?
No.
Nope. Oh, heal packet! Dash! Yo. Yeah, with that much AP you heal a lot and you damage a lot, huh? Yeah, that's the case, huh? Ah, not in range of the toilet! Almost. Go grab heal packet anyway. In the meantime, toilet get pushed. So bad. Almost.
nothing can hold me back.
Oh, almost died! Well, I farm as much before I die.
Uh-huh.
I know the way.
Hey, attack him, toilet. Why? Oh! That's first, bro. Take that long, huh? Let me see what item I should buy. I think I can't build AD, so I will still. Let me see. Let me see. What item is good? Build all one more cohort.
Has been destroyed. Executed.
Execute it.
Oh no. Let me see, I buy this and then let me see, buy what? Buy that and then and I think I will buy this. No, yeah, buy that. Yeah, that looks actually good. Okay, buy this and then go. I have more AP. No, not really. I'll just try to not lose, but not win. Whatever that is.
Oh my god, how many you have HP?
Well, I think you're supposed to same as you are. Don't build warm at least.
You got 400.
Stampede.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, real. Official setter.
That's good. I should get boost or something. But air bomb can't count by tendency, so. Oh, bitches. Oh, frozen feast. That frozen feast.
Now I'm
That frozen feast. Still AoE damage. Headbutt to the dead, headbutt to the dead. Wow, that frozen feast. Well, actually, that red circle actually looked very weird to frozen feast, but whatever. Grab heal packet and run again. Wow, you actually got 264 AP. And I got 123 major resist. I guess that's fair, huh?
Oh my god.
be back.
You have really big legend resists.
I just did tanky and then not build so much damage, I think it's okay.
Oh, this is strong.
Headbutt me, people. Was that Iron Fist? I said that wrong too. Frozen Fist really strong too.
No! I'm dying.
We both do compose to each other.
Oh, Leandrian is so OP.
Yeah, 5% each. Well, actually, it's 5% over 3 seconds. For AoE spell, it's only deal 1.5 seconds, so it's not that much if that's AoE spell. So Headbutt actually deal 5%, but the kill, the air bomb actually deal less.
Nothing.
Yeah, if you read all the text over there. So,
Must fall.
I guess philosophers don't help out a little bit for CS. See, my CS actually really behind. He's like 130. I'm like 80. Weird. Well, one of the skill is I actually play support, so let's say that's excuse.
Oh no.
Headbutt you to the toilet. Headbutt you to the toilet. No toilet here. So sad. That frozen fist really slow. Well, when you headbutt, you instantly got a frozen fist effect or you just auto attack.
I don't know.
Oh, headbutt me to the toilet. Headbutt me to the my HP. Oh, that was a nice combo, I guess. Hey, minion, die so I can heal.
I got it.
Minion, go die so I can heal. Almost. No, really almost. Or I should buy like all money go buy potion somehow. I will see, huh?
No!
I will kill him! I will kill him! Hey! Hey! Oh no. Hey, you get more heal than me from AP.
Oh!
I will kill him! Oh. This map you can't recall. But whatever. Let me see what item I should get next. It's kind of weird.
Push.
I actually can't get boost.
Why not?
Not enough money and not enough space. Well, I can get, but I will get some item first, I guess. My inhibitor!
Second. I can get it.
Oh no. Well, actually, you heal it will push faster because it actually damage. My Nexus! I'm back! Die, bitches! Hey, don't run.
Hey.
I won't use goals on that.
Really?
I will wait till you use.
Can hold me back.
Bye! No!
I kill! Haha!
No!
Well, you have super minions, so you are OP now. Somehow. Headbutt to the base, headbutt to the base. Okay, let's see. He has like 20 something seconds to respawn.
Now I'm angry.
I got Leandria. Good.
Let's get more Razor Resist for me, huh? Yeah, that mask thing really hurts.
Nothing can
Actually, like if in this map, if I even if I do Janna, I build that.
Leandria is so big.
Like you just do damage no matter what.
know
If
the way.
let me see. That was so. Doesn't have skill item for this map.
Well, that's so easy, so maybe not, huh? Push the toilet, push the toilet.
Oh. You can!
Oh, almost. No matter what, I just push. Oh, you
Funny.
so bad you have super minion. And I slow by frozen feast. That bad, huh?
No.
I will just headbutt you. Wow, actually I have less HP. Why? Heal packet! Oh!
Oh my god, 300?
Run away from the headbutt. No. Oh.
Bye.
Oh no. Oh no, that much super minions. Killed by super minions. How come? How many AD? 280.
That's enough.
No. Okay, can't believe I actually lose this game somehow. Well, actually, me and Apple play long time ago. I always lose to him, no matter what. No matter we do Karma or Lux or what. Yeah, I think we do that like once or twice. Let me see what item I could get.
Turret has been destroyed.
10 second Harry.
Oh no.
Hi!
GG, huh? Super Minion OP. Oh, yeah, Super Minion OP. I almost said a combo.
I win!
Oh my god,
It was funny thing.
that was fun. Don't expect that. I thought they would stuck like 30 more minutes, but
How many minutes?
I don't know. Let's see the timer. Okay. Yeah. This software can't record after we go out the full screen, so I will just say bye from here. Okay. And then yeah. If you wonder I was talking, well, if you don't speak English,
It's really
Yeah,
chill,
actually, yeah.
and I died 4 times.
Alright. I'm Wingcloud. Everybody GG. I will see you next time. Bye bye.